Airline Indigo has announced a historic aviation deal with Airbus for 500 aircraft at the Paris International Air Show. With
Indigo, it has just made history with an extraordinary order that will reshape the skies. They have placed a record-breaking purchase.
this new aircraft deal, Indigo has broken Air India's record of 470 aircraft.
India has set another landmark with this largest ever recorded order by a carrier.
This expansion plan is set to enhance their capacity to meet the rising demand.
The Interglobe Aviation stock hit a lifetime high today. It's had a meteoric rise in the last 1 year. The stock is up 22% in 2023 so far and has gained over 57% in the last. Its market share has reached the highest level at 61.4% in May after Go First sought in.
Welcome, Blackswords gang. Indigo Airlines has just placed the biggest plane deal of aviation history. It has ordered 500 of A320 airplanes from Airbus, which has an estimated list price of about $50 billion. This new Indigo order book comprises a mix of A320 Neo, A321 Neo, and A321 XLR aircraft, renowned for their advanced features and high fuel efficiency. Indigo has one of the largest fleets of Airbus A320 aircraft. It operates over 300 aircraft and has a previous order of total 480 aircraft which are not yet delivered. Planes are scheduled to be delivered between 2030 and 2035 and will take Indigo's aircraft count to 1,330, making it one of the leading airlines in the world. But have you wondered that even though so many aircrafts are undelivered, still, why did Indigo place such huge order in this recession market? This is actually a genius profitable strategy of Indigo. Indigo, in reality, don't even own even 80% of their aircraft. The Indian aviation market is known as the graveyard of regional airlines, with 13 airlines killed in the past 20 years, including giants like Kingfisher, Jet Airways, and the recent Go First. Then, starting in 2006, how did Indigo dominate the Indian aviation market so quickly, becoming India's largest passenger airline with a domestic market share of 57.5% as of April 2023.
Compounded annual growth rate of 25% from 2018 to 2022. The number of international passengers rose from 2.8 million in 2018 to 8.5 million in 2022. Its market share has reached the highest level at 61.4% in May after Go First sought in.
The answer to this is its low-cost, high-volume tickets with hassle-free booking strategy, plus punctual, quick, wide-range services. Indigo won the Best Low-Cost Airline in Central Asia and India award for 9 consecutive years till 2018. And there are 5 genius strategies it uses to keep its cost low. Your reaction to this would be that they don't give in-flight meals and charge extra for literally everything. What else? Well, there are few secret untold ones. Those strategies are bulk orders, sale and leaseback model, single fleet model, quick turnaround time, and one tiny yet powerful bus ramp strategy, plus a bonus dark truth of Indigo at the end. Indigo has been using this trick from long back. If you go back in 2005 to 6, Indigo, even before starting to operate with just rupees 100 crore of promoter money, made a deal for 100 aircrafts, which shocked the industry. The question is, how and why did Indigo do it? Indigo got the deal because the management of Airbus was in a crisis then and was assured by the presence of Rakesh Gangwal, founder and promoter of Indigo, who was previously associated in various capacities with Air France, United Airlines, and US Airways, where he was CEO and president, stepping down shortly after the American aviation was devastated by the 9/11 attacks. Gangwal's ability to take risks and strike winning deals was reflected in Indigo's first 100 aircraft order, which proved game-changing both strategically and financially. See, placing a huge order helps airline companies to bring down the cost price sharply up to 40 to 50%. That means a $50 billion deal at about $25 to $30 billion only, and also gain other benefits like priority service, maintenance, and spare part add-ons. Currently, Airbus has a backlog of around 7,000 aircrafts to be delivered to various airline companies. Post-COVID supply chain crisis and the recession market has become a headache for Airbus. With this huge order, plus its previous relationship, Indigo got priority delivery slots from Airbus, skipping the big waiting list. With India's aviation market set to boom, this will give a strategic position to Indigo. Another hidden benefit is that this historic deal became an instant trending, giving huge free marketing to Indigo. Its shares zoomed to a 52-week record high after this. But you know, the surprising thing is, Indigo will not even pay $25 billion now for the deal. Well, according to a PwC report, the rules governing aircraft financing stipulates that a down payment of only 4% for a company with credit rating of AAA, BBB, and 7.5% for the ones with lowest credit rating. This means Indigo can pay only 4%, that is only $10 billion now, and the rest is paid to the aircraft maker Airbus from the sale and lease model. Indigo don't even own around 80% of the near 300 aircrafts according to a PwC report. Understand this concept. Indigo buys 500 aircrafts at a bulk discount price of suppose $25 million each. Then it sells few planes to a leasing company like Avalon, and then few more planes to suppose BOC Aviation, and further more planes to other leasing companies at suppose $30 million each, and immediately makes a deal with them to lease those planes for 5 to 7 years, mostly because around this time the planes require extensive maintenance, which costs huge amount to the airlines. So instead of that, Indigo returns the planes to the leasing companies. As aircrafts are not owned by them, Indigo saves on depreciation provision, which increases profits and saves tax. And it also maintains advanced aircraft fleet without committing to keep old ones for 15 to 20 years, that is the average lifespan of an aircraft. This is why Indigo orders hundreds of planes so frequently. Even in 2019, it made a then historic 300 plane order, and in 2023, it broke its own record purchasing the 500 planes. See, every sale and leaseback brings $4 to $5 million profit to Indigo, and this acts as a working capital, strengthening the balance sheet or to be used in distress while other airlines suffer. Indigo has previously also used this cash flow along with hedging strategy to acquire low-cost fuel in 2008 crisis, while other giant airlines got killed due to rising fuel prices. And the leasing companies also benefit from this model by getting a $50 million plane at $30 million each, without having to buy in bulk, and also getting a reliable customer base. They can utilize these planes for about 25 years. One of the key strategies that Indigo uses to save money is by operating a fleet consisting entirely of a single type of aircraft, the Airbus 320 family. It is a trick it learned from America's Southwest Airlines, the only airline in the world to make profits without fail for nearly 40 years. By using a single type of aircraft, Indigo is able to standardize its operations and maintenance procedures, which helps to improve efficiency and reduce costs. For example, the airline only needs to stock spare parts for one type of aircraft, which reduces inventory costs. Additionally, pilots and maintenance personnel only need to be trained on one type of aircraft, which reduces training costs. And if they have to swap a plane out at the last minute for maintenance, the fleet is totally interchangeable, and all onboard crews and ground crews are already familiar with it. Another important concept in airlines is the turnaround time, which refers to the time it takes for an aircraft to be prepared for its next flight after landing. This includes the time it takes for passengers to deplane, for the aircraft to be refueled and cleaned, and for the next set of passengers to board. By reducing the time that the aircraft spends on ground, Indigo is able to complete more flights per day with each aircraft, thereby increasing efficiency and thus profits. This also saves them a huge amount of taxes and service fee taken by the airports when the planes dock there. One of the ways in which Indigo achieves quick turnaround times is by minimizing the time that its aircraft spend on the ground between flights through efficient boarding and deplaning processes. Comment down if you have ever noticed new pilots boarding the plane from rear door while passengers still deplane from the front door in Indigo. Indigo perhaps stands out with this small yet genius way in which they use new buses that have lowered platforms, making it easier to get on board with luggage. Another genius strategy can be seen when you arrive in front of plane. Passengers seated in front could get on board via the ramp unique to Indigo, which allows cabin baggage to be carried up with ease. As you all must have experienced that you move faster on slopes than on stairs. This makes deboarding faster and increase overall utilization of planes, giving maximum profit. But there is one dark secret that not many people know about how Indigo succeeded as a low-cost carrier. Indigo's promoter Rahul Bhatia owns the Interglobe aviation ticketing software. When Rahul Bhatia wanted to start Indigo Airlines, he knew that he can't compete with the then giant and iconic Deccan Air, headed by Captain Gopinath. However, since Interglobe Aviation was the ticketing partner for Deccan Air and used the same software as Indigo Airlines, Rahul Bhatia made sure that the software misaligns for Deccan Air, and eventually Deccan Air started losing its customers due to the ticketing issues. This is factually elaborated in the book Simply Fly, written by Captain Gopinath. Rahul Bhatia and Rakesh Gangwal duo, along with Indigo's previous CEO Aditya Ghosh's sheer brilliance, made Indigo the market leader. I hope the case study of this deal helped you all enriching your knowledge of the aviation industry, which has many great lessons to learn, like the story of Aditya Ghosh, who was a lawyer before CEO but turned Indigo into an unbeatable giant of Indian aviation market. If you like the video, do like, share and subscribe with those who might benefit from it. And do join the Blacksverse. It's free. Just hit the subscribe button. See you in the next video. Till then, keep radiating.